Good morning. We stayed nice and warm in our sleeping bags last night, and this was the coldest night, so I think we'll be just fine for the week. Today is our Disney Springs day, so we'll take a bus over to the Springs, ride our bikes down. So we're going to get ready for the day and head down that way. We have brunch this morning at Wine Bar George. Impressed so far. They texted us with instructions on how to park at the Springs if we're driving and welcoming us to our brunch tomorrow. Well, they sent us the text yesterday. So they just let us know that they were ready for us and sent us a copy of the menu so we could look it over before we get there. Yeah, so we'll get ready and see you guys there. And like that, we are ready to go down to brunch. I kind of look like a bug.
A little bit.
Wow. Anyway, we're going to go to brunch at Disney Springs. We're going to ride our bikes to the front of the Fort Wilderness to get on one of the buses to Disney Springs and go to brunch at Wine Bar George. I'm going to try doing a time lapse with my Meta glasses and see how that turns out. I haven't used that function yet, so I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I think it only records in vertical though, so I don't know. If it turns out, I'll put it in here. Good morning.
So much more comfortable this.
Yeah. Whoa, it froze. I wonder how many people can say they've seen this. Oh no. That is so crazy. Did you find them? Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, this one's cute. Thank you, sir. Hello. We have reservations for at 10:45.
Right this way?
Thanks.
I'm ready to get this day started.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Alrighty, y'all enjoy.
Thank you.
I ordered the Frescato, made with Dole Whip pineapple, which is a Moscato, vodka, and pineapple. And Cole had the Wake Up Call, an espresso-infused Cafe Borghini espresso liqueur. Did I pronounce it all right? And for our main plates, I ordered the breakfast croissant sandwich, which is bacon, egg, hash browns, avocado, cheese, and a side of grits. And Cole had the pastrami smoked salmon, which is a toasted bagel, mustard, mascarpone, red onion, and fried capers. Spoiler alert, his bagel wasn't very toasted.
All right, we just finished our brunch at Wine Bar George, and it was super good. What'd you think?
Some of the best salmon I've had in my life. Pastrami smoked salmon.
That came on a bagel, and what'd you say about the bagel?
It was like a cold bagel. It's toasted.
Yeah.
I want to heat it through.
That was the only bit of negative that you said the entire
But
time.
it was a cold sandwich, so it's supposed to be that way. But.
Right. My grits were really good. They came on the side. I got the breakfast sandwich, and it was really yummy. The croissant that it was on was really tasty. It had avocado on there, and egg, some kind of a sauce, and I thought the flavor of it was great. I don't know what it was. And sometimes I'm not a big fan of sauces, so the fact that it wasn't offensive was nice. I don't know, there's the silverware. We really like that, and actually Googled the brand of the silverware because we might try and get it for at our house. Nice heavy duty silverware. The glassware was really nice. So just some like odd things that we noticed during our experience that we really liked about it. I'm gonna go get my ears customized at the Christmas shop. We did find out that they'll do them there. And so we're gonna go explore the rest of the day. Adventures out there. Caw-caw! Oh, here's... I'm really excited to see how those ears turn out. So I told her to do mostly gold and black, and she could do some silver. They added pixie dust in at no charge. We put our names on it, and happily ever after. So we get to go pick those up sometime today after 2. But for now, we're gonna go into the tea shop. Cole said we should get a spoon. Which one? Ooh, interesting. I really like this one. Spiced ruby cider. Oh gosh. It smells like a good version of the 90s. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I just got the text message that my personalized ears are done at the Christmas shop, so we're gonna go back there and pick them up, but I'm gonna record on my glasses. So I think they only record in vertical, so the orientation's gonna flip back around a bunch. It's just so convenient being able to press record on my glasses and not have to hold a camera. So I'll show you what that process looks like, and I'm excited to see them. Hopefully I like them. Oh. Here we go. All right, so I got my receipt for pickup, and we can go to any register to pick it up. All right, so we picked it up in there and brought them outside here, and I'd like to show you what they turned out like. If I can get this open one-handed. Maybe I'll open it and then I'll show it to you. What do we think? Of course, a quick stop at Basin. I really love that they banned all of this stuff from their products. I started using some of their bar shampoo a couple years ago, and I'd like to switch 100% to it this year. So let's go pick some out. So we were able to pick up some gifts for our flower girls at our wedding. Check this out.
It's a fun one. And that rule is, if you know the song I'm singing, I would love it if you would raise your voice and sing along with me. We're going to kick
You guys want to sing along? I am not good at singing. Anyway, so we picked up some gifts for our flower girls. And then I picked up some of that shampoo. So I got a 4-pack. You save a little bit of money by doing that. And then you can also use your Disney Visa card or the Magical Extras card for 10% off when you're at Basin. So a little bit of savings there. We've been doing a lot of shopping today though. We normally don't do this much shopping, but we had some gifts to pick up for both the wedding and for our pet sitters at home. So shh, don't tell them. I don't think they watch. Well, I think my dad watches, so. Hi, Dad. Hope the chickens and the kittens are doing okay at home. All right, so we checked in the world of, where are we? World of Disney. We stopped by real quick to see if there were some ears for one of our friends. There were not, but the people are starting to people. The crowds are getting busy. So we are now going to transfer over to a boat and go to Port Orleans. Continue our day and start avoiding the crowds a little bit. So if you are like us and like to try to avoid the crowds, starting out at the Springs is a great way. Be here while it's still slow and then move on to other places once the crowds pick up. We'll show you where that's at. All right, so those are the stairs and the walkway to get over to some of the Good Neighbor resorts. We actually really like staying at the Windham Garden. That's right across the street there. That's a walkway though, so you don't really have to cross the street. You just cross using that walkway. And then we're gonna go down that sidewalk there to the left to get to the boat docks to get to some of the Disney resorts. Oh, look at the bird, it's gonna land. Crash landing. Sasagula Steamboat Company. Here we come. It's a bit chilly, but beautiful. Hi, friend. So when you're on Disney property, all of this transportation is completely free to use. Really, even if you park at Disney Springs, which it's free to park in the ramps at Disney Springs. There's a couple different parking ramps. Some people get, I don't know, passionate about which one's better than the other. There's like the Lime Garage, the Orange Garage. Those are the two that I know about. Anyway, and then you can take the transportation from there free all over. You don't have to be staying on property to use the transportation. You're welcome to just jump aboard. You do have to go through security though, once you get onto Disney property, really to get onto any part of Disney property. So just keep that in mind of whatever you're bringing in your park bag or property bag at that point, because you're not entering the theme parks. So you could go and experience a ton of Disney things at no cost in this boat ride. And we're gonna go check out 2 different resorts, Port Orleans and then Port Orleans Riverside. So we're gonna get some beignets, and then this is where the Scat Cat Club Jazz Band is tonight. That band is free to go attend, but we're gonna purchase some drinks, pay for whatever we order, and then obviously buying our beignets. So come along with us. It should be fun and warmer than this boat ride. Sure.
Not open.
We're here. Dig in. I have to go first? It's gonna be such a mess.
I don't want to eat on camera.
Do I want to eat on camera? Not in particular, but we're gonna enjoy these and catch up with you later. New plan. So if you're following along with our schedule, I had Scat Cats Club tonight with dinner at Sasagula Footworks. Because tonight is the last night that we would have available to go watch the jazz band. However, when we got over there, we realized we had a couple hours to kill before that started. Like 6. And so we're gonna go explore and let the wind take us where it will. So we have no plan, the no plan. That happens quite often. Sometimes I actually make a list of things that we could do and put that on the schedule, and whichever one we end up at, we end up at. But tonight we're just gonna wing it. So if you haven't noticed, we're at Hollywood Studios entrance. We just jumped on a bus because it was the first bus that pulled up at the bus stop. And that is the Skyliner, which we might come back to. However, we've always wanted to ride the boat here from Hollywood Studios. We believe it takes you over to, I knew that was gonna happen. We think it takes you over to Swan and Dolphin. We've never been over there. We've never ridden this boat. So we're gonna see where it ends up. We've heard there's really good food over there, so we might get a snack and then ride the boat back over and jump on the Skyliner and ride over to Epcot. We want to see what the crowds are like in this cold weather. So I don't know. We'll see where we end up. We tried looking up, we really want to go to Three Bridges sometime. It's closed today. So I don't know. We'll see where we end up. Sounds like fun. Maybe. Cole's not reacting.
What?
Just got off the boat and we're gonna go explore. What are we looking at? What'd you see?
At the beach with the little swan paddle boats.
Oh, those are kind of cute. Way over there. Spinny doors. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I wanted one of these in my house someday. How dumb. Also epic. Oh. It kind of looks like a hotel. Wow. Well, it kind of feels like a normal hotel. There was a convention going on over at the Swan location, and so I felt kind of out of place. Definitely like we left the Disney bubble. It was very nice in there. We're tempted to see if we can go to Hollywood Studios after hours tonight or maybe on Wednesday. There are tickets available for Wednesday. The app wasn't showing any available for tonight, but there is an after hours party tonight. So we're gonna go and find that out. Maybe modify our schedule a little bit. That's my update for you. So in a fun turn of events, it's really cold out, and so we came to a lounge to grab drinks and some light bites. They look delicious.
Sounds good.
What'd you order, best friend?
We got the s'more old fashioned.
And how does it taste?
Very good.
It's good. Good description.
A chocolatey little s'more action. Good.
We're at the Territory Lounge in the Wilderness. Loaded baked potato flatbread and something jalapeno mac and cheese, right?
Spicy macaroni and cheese.
Spicy macaroni and cheese.